fairly brief encounter with this divine ghost, and he gave me something very valuable. Since we did not meet in the form of a conversation, but what happened in 2005 when I went on an hour-trip down to Tīrtha with Śrīla Gurudev, and the party came to Mayapur and went into the mart of Bhakti Ballabha. So the temple room filled up with hundreds of devotees beyond occupancy capacity and kept on filling up. And we sat on an elevated platform with right next to Śrīla Gurudev, surrounded by many sannyasis. And there was no way to see any of that. But I noticed there was a temple wall constructed in such a way that you could climb up a few feet, and some devotees did, and I followed that to kind of have a balcony type of view. And so he spotted me, and he looked at me, and he had this love-laden glance, and it was so filling. It was not obstructed by the mind or intelligence or any kind of consideration, and it reminded me on how pure devotees can distribute their mercy through touch, through words, and through even looking, just a glance. That's the one verse, even 11th of a moment, that the association of the sadhu can give an invaluable benefit. So this is something, even though it happened almost 20 years ago, and I don't remember any of the conversations or the talks that took place at that particular time, but it is fresh in my memory to this day, and it's something very soul-filling and soul-soothing, and something so valuable that I can feel personally treasure for the rest of my life. So I'm very grateful to Śrīla Bhakti Ballabha Tīrtha Mahārāja, and how can my humble obeisances to him. So Bhakti Ballabha Tīrtha Mahārāja ki jai.
Jai. तुम बोलो कुछ भक्ति वाला कीर्तन. Me? Give me mic. Oh, Jagdish Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dhanyavad pranams. Somehow or another, by Krishna's Mahaprabhu's causeless mercy, I was able to be with His Divine Grace Śrīla Bhakti Tīrtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja on many occasions. We actually hosted him twice on the island of Maui when I was sitting there back in the 2000s. And we did many programs with him there, and also on the Big Island. And there's so many stories I could tell, but a couple that come to my mind that are very profound and amazing is that he would always travel with his danda. He would actually take his danda on the airplane. And you know how they just got more and more strict with the regulations on the plane. But as soon as they wouldn't let him take his danda on the plane, he was done. He stopped traveling the world because he felt so much separation from carrying the danda, being one with his surrender to his Guru Maharaj and giving him sannyas and accept. So he was very strict in his following all the details of the principles of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So that's just one example of how he felt so much separation from his danda that he didn't want to fly anymore because because he didn't want it to be just put in cargo as checked baggage. It's just good. That was just too much. Now, there are many occasions of his leading kirtan. He's famous for his kirtan. The way he led kirtan was very resounding and very, like, the mood in which he chanted was so ecstatic and so absorbing. And I actually, one time I got to go out with him in Vrindavan, where he led probably thousands of devotees on a Harinam in Vrindavan, and he led the whole entire time for like hours. And it was just like something out of Chaitanya Lila with all the devotees around him, that he commanded this transcendental presence that really enlivened everyone so much. And there was one special experience I had on the Big Island of Hawaii, where we had the Temple of the Golden Volcano of Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna deities, really beautiful temple. And it was Lord Nrsingadev's appearance day, and he was very in a very deep mood that day. And at that time he was just sitting down leading kirtan. That he just went deeper and deeper into his and chanting the Nrsingadev prayer and other prayers to Nrsingadev. But at one point, which I will never forget in my life, I literally felt like these ecstatic waves of bhakti just emanating from his body. Like, it's hard to describe, but it was something so out of this world. It just completely thrilled my soul and my heart with this ecstasy. I don't know how to describe it, but it was something so unforgettable. You know, that experience of him leading that particular kirtan. And and another time, he was chanting on japa, and I was watching him chanting japa, and it just looked like he was completely in another world. Like the way he was chanting and the way his eyes, it was just so beyond description, really. Anyway, so that's what I remember him most. His classes were always completely amazing. But his kirtan especially, I remember being very transformative, like just completely ecstatic, blissful, divine kirtan like I've never heard before in my life.
Anyone else wants to speak?
One other time, Chaitanya Gaudiya Math.
You missed your chance.
Oh,
No, go ahead.
This is when he was like the later years, like the last year or so before he went to Calcutta and stayed at his Guru Maharaj's temple there. But he came out to do Tulsi Parikrama. But the way he gave his attention and his love and respect for Tulsi was like something I've never seen before. Like, it was just so filled with deep emotion and gravity and humility. But just something like that. And just him walking around Tulsi and touching Tulsi and putting water on Tulsi, just seeing him do something like that was like just literally excited. That was the last time I saw him actively, and it was later that he went into samadhi. He was still alive, but he was in samadhi with Chaitanya Gaudiya Math in Calcutta. And that's a whole other darshan that's beyond description. Because he was in complete samadhi, but he was still in his body. And
जय भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज की जय नीलो प्रेमाधना करुणा प्रचो जय नीलो प्रेमाधना करुणा प्रचो हेनो प्रभु कथा गेला आचार्य ठाकुर हेनो प्रभु कथा गेला आचार्य ठाकुर जय नीलो प्रेमाधना करुणा प्रचो रघुनाथ पतित कहाँ मोरा भट जुगा कहाँ कबीरा कले कोथा गेला गोरा नटरा कले कोथा गेला ओ पाशनी कुती बो माथा आनले पशिवो गौरंगे गुनेरा निधि कथा गेले पावो से संग संगीरा संगे जय कैलो वीला संगना पाया कंदे नरोत्तम से संगना पाया कंदे अधम दा नीलो प्रेमाधना करुणा प्रचो हेनो प्रभु कोथा गेला आचार्य ठाकुर जय वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर जय वैष्णव ठाकुर ओ जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। आनन्दलीलामय विग्रहाय हिमाम्य दिव्य छवि सुन्दराय तस्मै महाप्रेमरसप्रदाय चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराधलक्ष्ये क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। ऑल टुगेदर बोल हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। My humble obeisances at the divine lotus feet of my Guru Maharaj, Nitla Vishnu Vishnu Parastota Shad, Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosvāmī Maharaj, and equally Dandavat pranams to my Shiksha Gurudevs, Nitla Vishnu Vishnu Parastota Shad, Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosvāmī Maharaj, and Nitla Vishnu Vishnu Pad Bhakti Vigyanshila Bharti Gosvāmī Maharaj. My humble obeisances at the divine lotus feet of whose disappearance day has been followed all over the world today and been celebrated every town, city and country of the world. Nitla Vishnu Vishnupad Bhakti Ballabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja, to all Guru Parampara, entire entourage, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Radha Vinod Bihari, to all assembled devotees here, headed by seniors, Pujyapad Sadanand Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you. So as we just heard, few speakers were speaking, glorifying Shri Srimad Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja, whose disappearance days been observed everywhere. And just almost 2 weeks back was his appearance day, on the day of Ramanavami. I got some opportunity to see him, of course with my eyes, not with my maturity, and couple of times have association with him because he used to come to see my Guru Maharaj, and also because I was with Śrīla Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj and seen many occasions he's speaking Hari Katha and his beautiful Tīrtha, and so much absorbed in that Tīrtha. His appearance is on the day of Ram Navami, and as we all know, Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottam. What's Maryada Purushottam? Huh? Following the idol example, the conduct, the etiquette is Maryada Purushottam. And everyone is witness of how Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja was also following idols of moral conduct and etiquettes, just like Lord Shri Ram. I'm not just saying this because his appearance was on the same day as Ram Navami, means Lord Ram, but also his qualities and his nature was like this. What to speak of his life history after he got initiated by his Guru Maharaj, Shri Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj. But even prior to that, when he was a small young boy, his parents gave him name Kamakhya Charan. He got birth in Assam state in India, and there's a very famous goddess temple, Kamakhya Devi. So his parents gave him name after this Devi, the demi-goddess Kamakhya Charan. Means one who is always at the lotus feet of the demi-goddess Kamakhya Devi. Ideal and embodiment of simplicity from his birth. Very quiet, very grave. Not so much fond of playing here and there, but very quiet personality. Very honest. There are few accounts of his history by which we can understand his conduct and his simplicity. Actually, I would say I've never seen anyone until now as simple as Shri Srimad Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja. So simple. Once upon a time, he told this story himself when he came to America. So my godbrother Rangapuri Prabhu, he told me this story a few days back that he was driving for Maharaj, and Śrīla Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he spoke this Hari Katha and he gave his own story that when I was a young boy, I got slapped by my mother, and that was first and last. I never ever got chastised or slapped by my parents. Just one time. On what point? Because he was having siblings, brothers, sisters. At once upon a time, his elder brother, he was also eating prasadam next to him. And he was complaining, saying that why my elder brother got more than me. Young boys. But he just complained, why my elder brother got more than me. And that was a point when his mother chastised him. And he said that was a great lesson for throughout my life. What my mother told? He said, my mother told me, never look in any other plate. Just focus on what you have. Don't focus on what anybody else is having or not having. That's not your business. You're complaining and you're quarreling with your brother. Not quarreling, but just complaining that why he got more. That's not your business. Śrīla Mahārāja said, I took this very seriously in my life. Just focus on whatever I have. Not focus on someone else, what he or she have or not have. And this was been seen throughout his life. He was not concerned about who's doing what. Who's having more centers, who's having more disciples, who's having more preaching. No. Only and only focus on maintaining his Guru Maharaj centers. And just focus on his bhajan, his sadhan, and his preaching. Another time, his sister, her name was Geeta. She got chastised by her uncle. So they were living in a joint family. That's what the system in India. Even now. Like father, 2 brothers, 3 brothers, all they live together. Joint family. Like 4 families in one house. Not possible nowadays. Even in India, it's so much changed now. Secular families. But even now, there are many families who live together. So like 4, 5 families together. He was having uncles and their children. So his sister got chastised by his uncle. And then she came complaining. But Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī, a small boy, not like a young age or teenager, he told his sister, why are you complaining? She said, but because what I was doing or what I am saying was correct. Then he corrected her by saying, no, we have to respect our superiors and elders. Because if they are correcting us and chastising us, this clearly shows they have affection for us. It's not out of any other concern. Is it out of just affection for us? Otherwise, who cares? Someone child doing what? Who cares? Let them do. But out of affection. I have seen this personally. What to speak of when he got born, 1923-22. But like 30 years back, when in a lane or in a street or in a community, families used to live in that community with many neighbors and friends and all that. So there was no restriction. Anyone can correct anyone's child or chastise anyone's child. I've seen this with my eyes when I was small boy. It's not that I'm scared got chastised from my father or my family uncle. No, even my neighbor, if he's like fatherly figure, he has all rights to correct and chastise. And we are not supposed to even say a single word. And if I go to my father complaining, oh, this uncle, neighbor, he chastised me or even he slapped me, my father chastised me. You must have done something wrong. It's not his fault, your mistake. That was a very friendly bound community where any motherly figure or any fatherly figure can chastise any kid. And there was no complaints. I'm the witness of this. So Pujapad Mahārāja told his sister that if uncle has chastised you, that means he has affection for you. Don't take this as a wrong impression, but take this as an affection of uncle because he's next to our father. And she got totally surprised that he's not taking my side, but he's giving a teaching to me. So he's like a teacher from his young age, teaching his own family member, his siblings, what is the ideal conduct. On another occasion, his sister gave some pennies, like coins, say like what you got, cents here. In those days, 1925, 1930, those coins had a lot of value. So she gave 4 or 5 coins to purchase something, to do marketing. And she intentionally gave one coin which was totally like destroyed. It was not used. Totally like, have no value. क्या बोलते हैं? It was totally smashed. So he purchased some goods and he handed over the coins, and the shopkeeper also, he just counted it and gave attention to that. And he brought those things for his sister. And she said, oh, well done. And he asked, what do you mean well done? What I did? She said, because I gave you 5 coins. One coin was not in a good shape. And I wanted to get rid of this coin. So better is good. You spend this coin to buy something and the shopkeeper didn't give attention to this. He was very upset hearing this. And he said, no sister, even though she was elder than him, this is incorrect. We are not supposed to do this. This is fraud. This is sin. We are not supposed to trouble anyone. You have to give me a coin. I have to go and give him back. She said, come on, who cares? It's good. I wanted to get rid of this. But he said, no, you did violence to him. Because he is going to get lost in this. He gave us some commodity. He gave us some goods and we are supposed to pay him. There should not be anything free of cost. So, hearing these words of the younger brother, she handed over the coin to him. And he walked some miles and told the shopkeeper, oh, listen, I was here some hours back. I got this from you, but I gave you some coins. 2 or 1 coin was not, valid, was totally destroyed. So I'm here to exchange this. Take the new ones and give me that back, old ones. Even that shopkeeper was surprised. He said, never I get a customer like, you are such a young boy, and so you have so much moral ideals, so honest and simple. So these are the pastime when he was just young boy. Young boy. He's teaching his parents, he's teaching his siblings. And how simple, that's why I said, embodiment of simplicity from young age. When, young age everyone is naughty. but he's so calm, quiet, and so honest and simple, and acting so maturely in that young age. We should not do violence to anyone. We should not disrespect to anyone. We should always give respect to superiors, elderly. All this. There are many examples like this. I was hearing these examples. There are many examples like this. From his birth, from his childhood, he was like this. So simple. Like Śrīla. How like Śrīla? Father of Ram, Shri Dasharatha Mahārāja, he announced, tomorrow is going to be coronation ceremony of my son Ram. And things got changed overnight. We all know this story. Mother Kakai, she asked 2 boons from Dasharatha Mahārāja, that he has to go exile for 14 years, and my son Bharat going to be the prince of Ayodhya. Dasharatha Mahārāja felt so bad. In separation, weeping and crying, and called upon Ram. And he told Ram, oh my son. And he was crying and weeping. And Shri Ram said, Father, why are you crying? What happened? Everything was fine. Just few hours before you announced and there was ceremony. Yes, but Ram, I'm so sorry, my son. You have to go to exile for 14 years in the forest. Moment Shri Ram heard this, he paid obeisances. Yes, Father. Without asking a single question. What happened? Why? Everything was fine. And why not me? And even though you have promised to give these 2 boons to your wife, that's between you and her. Why I have to be devoid of all these facilities? Not a single question. Establishing ideal example. What my father said, that's everything. That's it. No further question on that. So similarly, Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja was also like this. Whatever father said, whatever mother said, exactly. Falling exactly. Or uncles, aunts, whatever they're saying, falling exactly like that. And then he did Master of Arts in his college and got gold medal. He was very educated, intellectual, and he received a gold medal in his university. And he started doing teaching job. Teaching. So that's a system in India. The teachers, they also get private tuitions. There were many family, householders, they used to, they were asking some help from him. Please, can you come over home, give 1 hour to my kid, to my child. He wants to improve his, his English, or improve his studies. So he used to invest time. Sometimes 1 hour, 2 hours, this family and other family, helping everyone. And then in return they were paying him. And seeing that he is so honest and giving so much endeavors to my child, they were paying little extra. Like a tip system. I'm so happy, I'm paying you extra. But Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja used to return that money back. No. Why should I take extra? I'm accepting whatever I deserve. 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever was the system there. But something extra you want to give me, I don't want to accept this, because I've not given that input. So I should not deserve that. I should not desire that. Sorry. Because whatever I've given, I'm only accepting this. That's all. So he used to return that. And in this way, everyone was loving him so much. He's such a sincere and honest person. So this is even prior to initiation. See his features, his character. So simple and honest. And then once upon a time, he got association with some devotees. And he came across his Guru Maharaj, Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj. He heard his lectures and he was very much spiritually inclined. So much spiritually inclined. When he saw his Guru Maharaj delivering a lecture, he was so amazed. I've never seen anyone speaking so boldly and full of all Shastras, reference from the scriptures. And his logics, everything is so profound. He was totally amazed. And then the turning point came in his life. I want to renounce. I don't want to stay home. But considering that I also have responsibilities, what should I do? He was not married, single, but I also have responsibility towards my parents, my siblings, my uncles. But what he is telling, means my Guru Maharaj is telling, that sannyasi is telling is also 100% correct. Because there's two phases. One is called emotional side, other is called philosophical side. Emotional and philosophical. Emotionally, I can be showing my grief. I'm sad. But that's the functioning of the mind. Emotions is from the mind. But the boss of that emotion, the mind is intelligence. Storehouse of the emotions is mind. So today I'm sad, tomorrow I'm happy. I'm upset, or I'm in a good mood. I'm in a bad mood. I'm in an angry mood. I'm in a very polite mood. This is all from mind. These are different varieties of emotions which we go through. This is with mind. But intelligence is superior than mind. And scriptures, which are our law books, those scriptures helps us to enhance the strength of intelligence, to overcome or to tame the mind. Not overcome, but to tame the mind. Who's always leading us in all different directions, changing moods and emotions. So, he was in dilemma what to do. Because this sannyasi, what he's saying is 100% correct. Bhagavatam describes, Dev Rishi Bhutatna Nirnam Pitranam Na Kinkram Na Rini Charajan Sarvatma Sharanam Sharanam Gata Mukunda Parhitya Kritam. What to speak of? Debt towards Guru. When anyone takes birth in this world, some obligations are there. 5 debts. Demigods, forefather, living entities, sages, and the king. 5 debts. Everyone born take birth with 5 debts and die with 5 debts. But there's another debt. There's Guru, which is more powerful and superior than all other 5 debts. But how to repay them? It's so difficult. Okay, for the king, we paying debt means we giving taxes. But how to repay demigods, forefathers? There are different procedures and take lifetimes to repay them. How are you going to repay? We all getting the necessities. Sunlight, water, air to breathe, food, everything. These are given by demigods. We are indebted to them. Forefathers who have given us birth. So it's obligation. How to repay each and every debt is so difficult. Srimad Bhagavatam describes, yes, there's one way to repay everyone altogether. Understand? So this is one emotional side. I should be indebted. No, not should, but I'm indebted to my forefathers, my parents, everyone, his parents, to demigods, of course, to living entities, jivas. If we don't have anyone around us, we are just alone, isolated. These are. So this is emotional part. But philosophical part says, Bhagavatam says, I'm not saying this. Gato Mukundam Parhitya Kritam. If anyone surrenders to Lord Mukunda, means Krishna, all debts are repaid. Everything is done. There's no need to repay individuals. No need. Gato Mukundam Parhitya Kritam. Understand? So, emotional side and philosophical side. Okay. For example, I love my father so much. Just example. Then I should also love my grandfather because he's father of my father. Then I should also love my great-grandfather because he's father of my father and father. Then his father, then his father, then his father. How many can I serve or love or worship? I'm indebted to my father, but I should also indebted to my grandfather because he's father of my father. And from where all this system coming? Father, hierarchy. This parampara. Swayambhu Manu. And Swayambhu Manu, father is Brahma. And Brahma's father is Krishna. Just by worshipping Krishna, one have served and worshipped all lineage. With this logic of, so Shastras also give logic. With this logic of watering the root of the tree, nourish the entire tree. No need to, it's good to sprinkle water on leaves and all that, but just by watering the root, everything is nourished. With this logic. Many times in our life, we go through this phase. Many times. Emotional side and philosophical side. Emotional side with mind. Philosophical side with scriptures, with intelligence, which is superior than mind. Understand? So this what it was happening to him. What shall I do? And then he approached his Gurudev. That time he was not initiated. But he said, Mahārāja, I don't know what should I do. I have obligation towards my family, means my parents, and other obligations. I have obligation towards society because I got good education. And now it's my duty to spread that education. He was gold medalist. I supposed to teach young ones. But what you're saying is also appealing to me. I'm in dilemma, what should I do? Then his Guru Maharaj, he smiled and he gave one story. He said, once upon a time, there used to live some swans in the pond, small tiny ones. And they were eating some animals, some weeds, and they're surviving by them. But once upon a time they saw Rajhansa. I don't know if you have here in Texas. Hansa means swan, but Rajhansa means big, huge in size. I saw in Europe, in Holland. huge swans, big wings. They're called Rajhansa. That's the career of Brahma. So there were small tiny swans on the pond. So when they saw this huge swan, like us, same, same figure, same looking, they said, "Oh, you are so big. Where do you live?" And Rajhansa replied, "I am from celestial world. I'm not from this world." "Oh, how big is that? And what is the nature of that world?" So that big swan started replying, "That's very big. Everyone there is very happy. They're always in a very blissful state. There is no worries. They're very educated. They're always with Lord." "But what they eat?" the small swans asked. "Oh, they eat something so healthy, like lotus, some fruits." And after speaking so much, then the big swan told the small ones, "But I wonder, you are like of the same, what do you call it? Species, same type. But I feel pity seeing that what you eat here, animals, garbage, weeds, this is not good. And I see you all quarrel sometimes. This is my territory, this is my territory, even in the pond. So much negativity here. This is totally different world. And I came from very blissful world." Then the small ones, by hearing the big swan saying this, they said, "Can we also go there?" And the big one said, "Of course. That's why I'm here. To encourage all of you, to inspire all of you. There's nothing good in this world. I'm here to take you to that world, the spiritual world. Where there is no misery, there is no sorrow, there is no lamentation, no bewilderment. Everything is so blissful." And Srila Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Mahārāja Gosvāmī Maharaj, he narrated this story. And Sri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī Maharaj, he said, "I got the point. I was restless, was thinking what is right, what is wrong. But just by hearing this story, I understand now what I'm supposed to do. Why I have to suffer in this world? Why?" He's questioning himself. And this is the question we should ask ourselves. Why I have to suffer in this world if I know this world is full of sufferings? Why I'm just eating these filthy things? Envious, jealousy, negativities, all that. Why can't I just go to that blissful abode? And these super big hamsas, they came to get us. Sannyasi means hamsa, paramhansas. They are here to get me, and why I'm thinking other things? I'm not supposed to. He took this story so much to his heart. He came home and he started packing his bag. Some couple of clothes and his books. He used to read Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. So he's, kind of setting up his stuff. And his elder brother asked, "Where are you going somewhere?" And that was principle in his life, never tell lies. He said, "Yes, brother, I'm going." "Oh, where are you going? May I know this?" He said, "I'm going to my friend." "But you never been to your friend with your suitcase and all your bag and books?" He said, "No, I found a new friend. He's better than others. They were just my friends, and he's like well-wisher friend. The best friend, well-wisher. So you also packing your clothes, that means you're going for a long time. He said, yes. So when you're returning? He said, I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to return. But I think I'm going for a long time. Now long means, long means 1 week, long means 1 month, long means 1 year, long means 100 years. And I'm going to my best friend, who's my well-wisher. Helping you with clothes, helping you with my money, helping you with many other cooking, XYZ. That helps. That's called friendly nature. But there is another level of help. This well-wisher. When a spiritual guardian or a spiritual person, the help which he gives is not like ordinary help, giving blanket or food or whatever. He's giving a very high help. He's changing the life, turning point of the life, the perception of the life. That's the greatest help. If we can understand this with maturity, what he's giving and what I'm giving. In this way, he left his home and he came to his Guru Maharaj and got initiation. Then, as brahmachari, he masters all the scriptures and used to serve his Guru Maharaj. He never said no to his Guru Maharaj for anything. Never he said no. Whatever his Gurudev is saying, always yes. Always yes. So there are many stories, but one story is, his Guru Maharaj told him, there's an appointment, 12 p.m. with an advocate, with an attorney. So make sure you'll be there on right time. And for that means you have to leave 11:30 to be there, before time. He said, yes, Guru Maharaj. And while he was leaving the center, he got stopped by a god brother of Srila Bhakti Mahārāja Gosvāmī. Understand the connection? And he said, where are you going? He said, oh, Guru Maharaj gave me some service. I have to see a attorney for something. He said, but why are you not taking your prasadam? He said, because then it will be too late. No, eat and then you go. And that's the principle of his life. Can't say no to his superiors, his elders. So on one hand, order of his Guru Maharaj, you have to be there right time. Other side, the request or the instruction of his Guru Maharaj, Godbrother, you must eat and should go, and then should go. So he was that simple. Whoever saying, he immediately accepting that. So he started taking prasada. And while he was eating, his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Mahārāja Gosvāmī Maharaj, he came down from his room and he saw him eating there. He said, are you still here? You still here? I told you to be there at the right time. And he started crying and weeping. So much crying and weeping, like a child. Then they asked, what happened? Why are you crying? So he didn't want it to say or complain, not about complain, but to say that I got stopped by your godbrother for my prasadam. He didn't want it to mention that, because he learned from his childhood, father or uncle, whoever superior, we have to respect everyone, everyone's order. We're never complaining anyone. So instead of saying that, your godbrother stopped me and instructed me to take prasadam, how can I disobey him? Instead of saying this, what he said. He said, my heart is broken today. Why heart is broken today? Because why my Guru Maharaj has to give me order 2 times for one seva? He already told me before that I have to go and do this. And now again he came down from his room and telling me this again, that why you're not there. That means he has to take this trouble to tell me 2 times. 5 on my life. What kind of disciple I am? I'm a useless disciple that my Guru Maharaj has told me, tell me 2 times for the same seva. Understand? Can you understand the height of dedication? The idol of dedication as a disciple? Why he has to tell me 2 times? 1 time was enough. That means I'm disobeying him. I'm disobeying him. So he was crying and weeping and crying with him, and then devotees pacified him and immediately ran to do the service of his Guru Maharaj. There are many other stories. One more, yes? In Jagannath Puri, how many have been Jagannath Puri? Near to the temple of Lord Jagannath, there's a Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, which is the birthplace of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Yes, everyone knows this. And that was the house of Bhakti and Thakur. All God brothers of Srila Bhakti Dev Madhav Goswami Maharaj, they had a meeting. We should acquire the birthplace of our Guru Maharaj. We should acquire. So we need financial support. Everyone has to contribute something because we have to pay. And also, there are 30 families in small apartments in that premises. 30 families like tenants are living in that house. We have to also tell them to leave by paying them. So everyone started contributing. They started contributing, but that was not even 50% of the complete amount to purchase that house of Bhakti Thakur. Everyone became so sad and morose. We are sharing the best we can, but that's not enough to buy the birthplace of our Prabhupada, which is Holy Tīrtha, which is not different from Holy Tīrtha, that's Dham, where Prabhupada got birth. When everyone got sad, then say, oh, that means we can't accomplish this. We can't accomplish this. And then, one godbrother of Srila Bhakti Dev Madhav Goswami Maharaj said, when the endeavors and attempt of all of us comes to end, that's the point where the endeavors of Madhav Goswami Maharaj begins. So now we all rely on you. We have hope from you only. No one else can do this. Where all our endeavors comes to end, that's the point where your endeavors begins. So Maharaj, please do this. And Srila Bhakti Dev Madhav Goswami Maharaj, he asked blessings from all of his God brothers. If you all give me your blessings and you pray for me, maybe I can do this. And in this way, he collected so much money. So much preaching, so much money. And then he wanted to purchase that. But those tenants who were living there from so many years, there's a system in India. If tenants stay more than 5-7 years, then they think they own that house. And it's so difficult to remove them. Then there's court cases and all that. And they all filed court case. And they were illegal tenants. But they were like fighters, like a mafia kind. They didn't want you to leave them. Even though money was there to repay everyone. So, and they were staying illegally there. Then there was a court case. And court case means for a long time. But then Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, he told his best and prominent disciple, Srila Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Goswami Maharaj, I think you should go there with some of your godbrothers. You have to stay there. Otherwise these tenants will not leave. If you stay there and court case will be going on, then the judge going to see that, oh, you also staying there, that means the case will be on your side. So Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami, Srila Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Goswami Maharaj with his couple of his godbrothers started staying in that house. But they got so much abuse there. Bad language, foul language. And when they used to come out from their rooms, those tenants, they used to throw onion, garlic, eggs, all garbage on their heads. No respect for sannyasis. Because they wanted them to leave from here. Otherwise, there was a fear that we may lose this case. So intentionally, they were throwing all this garbage and trash on their heads. Seeing this, the godbrothers of Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Goswami Maharaj, they came forward. They said, we're going to fight with them. We also have many brahmacharis. We will call them and we fight with them. They became so fiery. But Srila Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Goswami Maharaj stopped them. No. Let them do what they're doing. You know, he's such a sober person. Let them do what they're doing. That's their role. You have to follow your role as a disciple. We should all think that how fortunate we are that our Guru Maharaj chose us for this seva. And whatever we are getting insults here, humiliation and insults, take this as honor, because this is meant for serving Guru Maharaj. Don't take this as insults, take this as honor. Because the intent of tolerating this is service to our Guru Maharaj, because he put us here and we're not going to leave unless we get this place, the birthplace of our Prabhupada. You know? He stopped everyone. And what he taught there, ideal of conduct of a disciple, is an honor. We are getting insults. Embrace these insults, this humiliation. Embrace this as an honor, because we are serving our Guru Maharaj. There's no other purpose of being here. So that's why so much love for his Guru Maharaj. As Jagdish Prabhu was telling the story about the danda, the sannyas danda. It was been seen many occasions. Many occasions when there is a big, huge program, stage program. Yeah. And there's a big asana for Maharaj to sit, because he's Acharya of the Math. And he has hundreds of disciples all over the world. And next to his asana, his Guru Maharaj picture and Tulsi. So when he climbed on stage, he was not sitting on his seat. For 20 minutes just looking here and there like this. And disciples saying, Gurudev, everyone is watching you. Please sit down. He said, no, how can I sit? They all asked, why? What's wrong? And he said, you put Tulsi Maharani below me. How can I sit above Tulsi Maharani? Tulsi plant next to his seat, as a custom we put that. That Tulsi was below his asana. He said, I can't sit unless you put Tulsi above me. I can't sit unless you put my Guru Maharaj above me. I'm not that foolish that I'm going to sit a level above my Guru Maharaj and above my Tulsi Maharani. No. And they are trying to explain him, Maharaj, okay, we'll improve next day. Tomorrow we'll improve this. But today everyone is watching, hundreds of people are waiting. He said, no, I can't. You sit if you want to sit. I would rather sit on the floor. And there was like a rush, everyone running here and there to get a big table, something. And finally they put the table and put Tulsi. And then he paid obeisances to Tulsi Maharani, asking forgiveness. Please excuse my disciples, they are illiterate. They are foolish, they don't know how to respect. And then he sat on the seat. After like 1 hour, he sat on that seat. Embodiment of simplicity and idols. Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. When he used to sing kirtans, fully absorbed. Nitai Gaurango, for Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And he just, his eyes closed, he's just absorbed in that. Absorbed. Once upon a time he was singing. And Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj, he was in car with his disciple going Calcutta. Yeah. And when he was passing by the road, he heard Srila Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Goswami Maharaj singing and stopped his driver. Wait. The disciples told, the servants told Guru Maharaj, we are late, we have to be there at the right time. He said, no. After a long time, after so many years, I'm able to hear anyone who's singing so purely. I want to listen this. In a very grave voice he said, I want to listen. Kirtan of Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Maharaj. He was relishing. That was his kirtan. And his Hari Katha, mostly on Sambandha Tattva. What is our Sambandha relationship? And then Abhideha, means practices. But most of the time he used to focus on Guru Seva. An ideal conduct of a disciple. After his Guru Maharaj left this world, Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Goswami Maharaj totally devastated. And every day as his schedule, after chanting his mantras, we used to go in the bhajan kutir of his Guru Maharaj, paying obeisances to his shoes. And not just like we pay obeisances 1 second and we get up. He was feeling the presence of his Guru Maharaj, paying obeisance to the shoes and crying and wiping with his cloth the shoes. His sevaks trying to lift him, and he's talking to them, no, let me there some more minutes. Let me be there for some more minutes. Don't disturb me. So many minutes he's just there at the shoes, paying obeisances and doing stutis, prayers. Oh, he's the one. These shoes are not ordinary. He traveled all the holy tirthas, he traveled with these shoes on. He traveled everywhere and spoke Hari Katha. These shoes are my tirtha. They are holy place. Because of his mercy, he pulled me from that ordinary lifestyle to this divine spiritual path. I am obliged, indebted to the shoes of my Guru Maharaj. This is how he used to like speaking to himself. and praising and praising and praising so much. And after that, they made a museum, like pictures of his Guru Maharaj with the president of the country and all that. He used to touch each and every picture, and with soft hand, wiping the picture, touching this Guru Maharaj face, touching his head, touching his body like this, the pictures. So much love. So much love. We show this love when Guru Maharaj is present. Sometimes we as disciples, we don't even show that much love. But this is his state of mind when his Guru Maharaj left and there's no one in the room, just a museum. And he's feeling the presence by touching those pictures so softly with his hands, paying obeisances to his shoes. So much love is Guru Maharaj. And then my Guru Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, also used to be was living in their center for almost 45 years. Very close friends with Bhakti Dev Madhav Goswami Maharaj. Srila Bhakti Dev Madhav Goswami Maharaj. And now Srila Bhakti Dev Madhav Goswami Maharaj disappeared from this world. So Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Maharaj Ji, Shri Tīrtha Goswami Maharaj Ji, he used to regard and respect my Guru Maharaj on an equal level as his Guru Maharaj. Equal level. Even at the point that he kept Guru Maharaj, like, if you know Calcutta Mutt Center, there are many floors. He kept Guru Maharaj on the top floor and he wanted to stay the room down to his room. With this mood, I always want to be at his lotus feet. I can't be one room above him. So specific. With this fear, if we start disobeying, or we start from small little tiny dealings, if we start disobeying or transgressing the etiquettes, it's going to grow more and more and more. So in Kartik Parikrama, my Guru Maharaj was almost like 95 at that time. And he was walking, he used to walk so soft with a stick in his hand. So slowly, his movement was very slow because of his advanced age. Whereas Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Goswami, being Acharya of the Mutt, and his god brothers and disciples with him. And my Guru Maharaj walking so slowly, and they have to reach their destination before sunset. So devotees came and whispered in his ears, Maharaj, if we walk like this, if we follow Puri Goswami Maharaj and walk like this, we are not going to reach our destination. So better we should ask his permission, pay obeisances, and we should, cross him and reach to our destination before sunset. He looked towards his disciples. What? How dare can you say this? He became so upset. I never learned this in my life. Crossing my superiors? I never. If you are in a rush, you go. But I will only going to follow his footsteps. I'm not going to go beyond him. No matter what pace and what footsteps, speed he's walking, I'm only going to follow him. If you think there's delay, you guys go. You all go. I'm not going to go. I will be always behind him. I will never go beyond him. Then no one. If he said this, no one ever said anything again. And even Guru Maharaj said, I'm old. I cannot walk fast like you people. So don't wait for me. You go there, start Kirtan, and I'll come soon. But Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Goswami Maharaj, no Maharaj, I've never learned this in my life. I cannot cross. So much love. He used to love my Guru Maharaj so much, and Guru Maharaj used to love him so much. So much love and affection for him. He said, he claimed Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Maharaj is a pure devotee who descends from spiritual world. Guru Maharaj claimed this. And when the proposal came from the Western world to come and preach here, Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Goswami Maharaj said, no, there's so much danger there. It's a different culture, Western culture, totally different from Indian culture. Indian is Vedic culture. So much danger. I don't want to go in this danger zone. But so much request was coming from overseas. And disciples, God brothers pushing him, please go, you should go, deliver the world. But then he agreed on one point. If Shri Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj will take my responsibility. If he places his hands on my head and is ready to take my responsibility, then I will go. And then when the news came to my Guru Maharaj, he called upon Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Goswami Maharaj. And like a loving anger. Hey? Why are you not going? Serve the mission of Mahaprabhu. Speak Hari Katha. He said, but Maharaj, if you're not taking my responsibilities, I will not go. I will not go. If you're ready to take my responsibility, then I will go. Guru Maharaj said, okay, I take responsibility. Then he said, then you have to place both your hands on my head as a blessings from you. Then Guru Maharaj placed both his hands on his head and gave blessings. And Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Goswami Maharaj, tears in his eyes, touching his feet, lotus feet. Then he began his preaching. Means traveling over Western world. And at the time of my Guru Maharaj was manifesting sickness past and he was 102. He was on bed, not reciprocating, not eating, not drinking, 6 months almost. No eating, no drinking. And was totally not in this world. I am the witness, I was with him, I was serving him. I know. And that's another story. It's a very amazing stories, what I witnessed being with him. So the important point here is, many acharyas of the Math, they came to see Guru Maharaj. But when Srila Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Goswami Maharaj came, that was unforgettable memory. When he entered in the room, he paid obeisances to Guru Maharaj and came towards his lotus feet and placed his head to his feet. And then tears like Ganga and Jamuna flowing from his eyes. He came towards his head and started speaking to him. Maharaj, why are you not speaking? I heard you not speaking from months now. Here, I am your disciple, Tīrtha. Tīrtha is here to see you. Why are you not speaking? Maharaj, please speak. And forcefully taking hand of my Guru Maharaj and placing on his head. I think I offended you. I think I offended you. That's why you're not speaking to me. It never happened in whole life. Whenever I came to you, you always spoke to me. You always encouraged me, inspired me. You always placed your hands on my head. You took all my responsibilities. But what I did wrong, at least speak and tell what wrong I did. I'm ready to take all responsibility of my offenses. I will go through atonement, but at least say what I did wrong. Why are you not speaking to me? Why are you not speaking to me? And he's like crying like a child, bitterly crying, weeping so much. Then seeing his situation, his sevakas, they took him out from the room because he was getting emotional breakdown there, seeing Guru Maharaj in that state. So much love. So there are hundreds and thousands of his glories. Embodiment of simplicity, honesty, sincerity, idle disciple, idle guru. Everything about him is so idle. This world is bereft of his association, physical association. But his memories, his Harikatha, his singing is still present, which is saving us. We have to take advantage of this. And on this very special day of his disappearance from this world, we all pray at his divine lotus feet. Please bless us and also inspire us to follow the same standards. So very high standards, but I have a very low standard. I don't want to compare this. I don't want to imitate this. But at least, if I can follow this standard as you establish, my life will be successful. Just asking this much from you. As you serve your Guru Maharaj, idly serve your Guru Maharaj, may I can also serve my Guru Maharaj with my sincerity. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalparubhyascha kripa sindhu vyaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namaha. Jai Nitla Vishnu Om Vishnu Par Stotha Shad Shri Srimad Bhakti Ballabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai, Śrīla Guru Mahārāja ki Jai, Śrīla Guru Deva ki Jai, Guru Parampara ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavrind ki Jai, Saparikar Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai, Saparikar Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki Jai, Saparikar Radha Vinod Bihari Ji ki Jai, Saparikar Radha Madhav ki Jai, Samagat Gaur Bhakta Vrind ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to devotees who are celebrating by hearing or speaking the glories of Shri Bhakti Vallabha Tīrtha Gosvāmī Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Jai Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj ki Jai.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Everyone, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,